know your child had spiritual gifts? Yes, they do. Even children with physical and cognitive disabilities have them. Okay, if you're a parent, soon to be a parent, or you're helping another parent, aka auntie to the rescue, you're in the right place at the right time, because I'm going to share with you how to discover spiritual gifts in your child. And what I'm about to say today applies to kids from infancy all the way through adolescence, okay? Okay, let me just drop it real quick, y'all. There's no deep revelation to be received from this video. Nothing new, nothing surprising, nothing you're probably not already noticing in your child. The only difference is you might not be thinking about them as indicators of spiritual giftings, yes. And yes, I confess some of these will be much more obvious as your child gets older. Now, this content is referenced from a few scriptures. 1 Peter 4 verses 9 through 10, Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11, Romans chapter 12 verse 6 through 8, and 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 8 through 10 and 28. I'm going to run through some major gifts along with how it might begin to show up in your child. The gift of wisdom. If you notice that your child they just make sense, right? They speak and people pause. People are like, how do you again? That could be the gift of wisdom at work. Now, if you notice that your child knows things about God that you didn't teach them, they didn't learn it in church, they didn't learn it for sure in school, that could be the gift of knowledge at work. Children with the gift of faith, they're just very easygoing and not easily frazzled. Children with the gift of prophecy, these are your truth tellers. Their words can be convicting even to you as a parent. If you have a child who has picked up an interest in new cultures, always full of ideas, always creative, that could be the gift of apostleship starting to show up right there. Children with the gift of giving, they always love to have something to give. They literally get upset when they have nothing to give. Children with the gift of help and service, they're so cute. They're the ones that follow you around the house, always ready to help, always ready to offer assistance. Children with the gifts of mercy, these are your big huggers and your big kissers. They're like, aww. Very affectionate and usually the first on scene when a friend or a sibling is hurt. Children with the gift of teaching, they're so ready to raise their hands up and share what they know with others, and they're very good at it, actually, very incredibly patient. Children with the gift of administration or leadership, these are very vocal. They are the big organizers. They're the ones getting friends to do this, you do that. Kids with the gifts of shepherding, you would notice that for some strange reason, they just have a lot of friends. And it's not the fact that they have a lot of friends, because you're asking yourself, there's no way anybody would have this many friends. It is the amount of influence they have on those friends that actually makes the difference. That could very well be a gift of shepherding being shown forth right there. If your child has the gift of exhortation, they're so sweet. They have this incredible ability of seeing the good in others. Children with the gift of evangelism, honest to God, they just love to invite their friends to church services, to programs. They just don't know why. They really take the mandates very, very seriously. So these might begin to show the gift of evangelism. Now, if your child is healing, walking miracles, speaking in tongues, interpreting tongues, hey, how wonderful, how glorious, is something to celebrate. There's not much for me to explain. It's so evident and clear. This is the work of the Lord, and it is marvelous in our eyes. So that's all I have for us today. Let me know your thoughts. How have you been seeing these gifts manifested in your child? Do you even believe that children can have spiritual gifts? Let's have that discussion in the comments below. How old were you when you noticed that you had a spiritual gift? Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode of Suspendisse. I just can't wait to see what the Holy Spirit will have us unpack next time. My name is Ifeoluwa. Let's do the work of parenting together. Until next time.